Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Sam, the Bean's playing with some dinosaurs, so you might hear him in a second, and today we are talking about my favorite roofing style, the Mansard or Second Empire. Here are some pictures, and if you want to use any of these as inspiration for your own build, you can find them all on my Pinterest board, which I will link in the description of this video. What I have here is a basic 2-story build with some dormers on the second story. I've already gone through and added windows everywhere. Most often this roof type is found on Mansard and Second Empire Victorians, which is where it gets its name, but it can be found on a variety of styles. For the most part though, you're looking at a steeply pitched roof with a flat top. Once you have the general shape of your upper story filled out, look and see how far away from the edge of the first story your second story is. Now this is assuming, of course, the second story will have the roof on it. This applies to whatever story will have the roof on it. I prefer to go about 2 tiles away, 1 tile, and I find that the roof pitch is a little too steep and you can't really get any curve in it if you want to do that. And 3 tiles just ends up kind of looking like a normal roof. So I tend to go with 2 tiles away, be it for short or medium height walls. If it was tall walls, then I'd probably go with 3 tiles. Let's start right here in the front with a half gable. Going to bring it to size and bring in all of the eaves. Then pitch up until it reaches the top of the wall, just like this. From here you can decide if you want to leave it straight like this or add any curve. Again, you can always get extra curving tools by pressing Shift-C. And if we did want to add a curve, we'd want to do that now so that when we copy this piece to place everywhere else, we already have that curve in place. Now to do these corners, you can grab a half gable, bring it up to height, and then align the curve. Now that you have your half hip and your half gable roof aligned, you're just going to copy and place these all around the rest of your build. To make sure that the curves don't get messed up, you can hold Alt while moving and placing. Select your roof piece that you need next, hold Alt, copy, and place. You could technically use a half hip for a whole straight side like this. It just sort of depends on the style you're going for. If you want this line of shingles at the peak, for consistency, I tend to just stick with the half gables. You don't necessarily have to have the dormers coming out in this direction. You could also have them be sort of a part of a peak, like this. It all depends on your reference image and the overall style you're going for. From here, it can be really common to add a little fence or small wall at the top, like so. You could even raise this platform and add an extending trim, of course matching the trim on all of your roof pieces. And that's the basic method of creating a Mansard or Second Empire or whatever else it may be called roof. I did leave this part on the back here to show you how to create a slightly lowered pitch Mansard roof if your build needs one. You'll start with a platform about 1 tile away from the edge of the room, and raise it up to however high you want your roof to be. From there, you're going to follow the exact same method of placing a half gable, removing the eaves, adjusting the height, and curving it or not. Copy and rotate the half gables, making sure that you extend them into whatever pre-existing roof there may be, and of course grab your half-hipped roof to cover the corners. Platforms are a great time to use a half wall because you can paint the half wall whatever you painted the rest of the house and it'll blend in just fine. And that's how you'd make a shorter Mansard roof. And just to show you one more time how to prep the roof space, go in 2 tiles from the edge to draw your room. Add dormers if you so choose. They can be 1 tile, they could be 2 tiles, any size that your build would support, and then start adding your roof pieces around. Here's what this would look like if it was just 1 tile wide. Definitely doable, but a little steep for most of what I end up building. And at 3 tiles, you can see it's just not as steep anymore as the style typically calls for. So that's why I stick with 2. But as always, this totally depends on the build, your reference image, so many things. Did I miss anything? Let me know. If not, I plan on seeing you guys tomorrow. Feel free to drop a comment if there are any other roof styles that you are interested in seeing. Check out the top card for a playlist of build tutorials. Check out the bottom card for a playlist of roofing tutorials. And if you'll excuse me, I think I have some dinosaurs to play with. Bye!